Many people face the problem of toxic people in their lives. Toxic people are those who are negative, unkind, mean or dishonest. They try to bring others down or hurt them with their words or actions. They create a lot of stress and unhappiness in the lives of others. If you too are dealing with such toxic people in your life, then this story is for you. So watch the video and discover the secret of dealing with toxic people. Once upon a time there lived a man in a city who worked in a company with a very toxic atmosphere. The employees at that company were very mean. They often tried to sabotage other people's work and spread gossip behind their backs. They were constantly complaining and gossiping about each other. Because of this, there were a lot of wrong policies in the office. The man was exhausted by such an environment and wanted to change jobs, but wasn't sure what to do. There was a Buddhist monastery near his office. The man often visited the monastery. One day he learned that a Buddhist monk had been staying in the monastery for several days. He decided to visit the monastery and talk to the monk about his problems. The monk greeted him warmly and asked the reason for his arrival. The man told him his sad story and said, "Sir, I am very unhappy with my job. There are very toxic people in my office. They talk like they are making fun of me, they gossip about me and try to bring each other down, and promotion is the culture in our office. People constantly talk negatively about others behind their backs. I spend most of my time gossiping about others. I don't know how to deal with such toxic people. I'm thinking of quitting my job and joining someone else." The monk listened carefully and then thought for a moment. Then he took a glass of water, filled it to the brim and said, "I can solve your problem, but for that you will have to do one task." Then he gave him a glass of water, which was filled to the brim, and said, "Take this glass of water, walk from here to your office, walk around your office 3 times, and bring this glass of water back to me. But remember, throughout the task, don't spill a drop of water. After that, I will help you solve your problem." The man took a glass of water from the monk and started walking towards his office. He was extremely careful not to spill a single drop of water from the glass. After completing 3 rounds around his office, he returned to monastery with a glass of water still full. He returned it to the monk and said, "Sir, I have completed your task, now please solve my problem." The monk laughed and said, "Friend, you have already solved your own problem." The man was a bit surprised and asked the monk, "Sir, I didn't understand your point, please explain in detail." The monk asked him, "Tell me, when you were walking around the office, did you notice an employee talking badly about another employee or about you? Did you hear gossip or notice politics in your office?" The man said, "No, sir, I did not." Then the monk laughed and said, "You see, while you were holding the glass of water, you didn't pay attention to anything but the glass of water. You didn't let anything distract you, bother you, or hurt you. You only focused on what was important to you and what you could control." It's the same in life. When we're focused on our work, our priorities, we don't have time to notice all the dramatic world around us. We don't have time to notice other people's mistakes, listen to gossip, politics, or negativity. The fact is that wherever we go, we will meet toxic people. A change of job or situation does not necessarily guarantee freedom from such persons. We should do everything we can to positively change things around us, but when we know that we have done everything we can and things still remain more or less the same, then we should focus our attention on the glass of water, which is our job, our priorities, our growth and our excellence. That way we won't be too affected by the negativity around us. If you still feel that it is beyond your ability to handle the situation and that you need to change, then you must remember that a new job or a new situation will also bring new complexities with it. So forget what's going on around you and focus your attention on your work, your growth and your priorities. If you do this, you will learn to deal with toxic people and you will never be disturbed by the presence of such negative people around you. After hearing the monk's wisdom and advice, the man realized his mistake and thanked the monk. If we look at our lives, we will see that life is full of all kinds of people, including those who spread negativity and toxicity. You can find such people in society, among friends, at work, in your neighborhood, and sometimes even in your family. Everyone has to deal with such people at some point. But as in the story, the monk advised the man to focus on his work and personal growth instead of paying attention to the toxic people around him. We should follow the same advice and not allow negative people and environments to consume us. Instead, focus on your personal and professional development, concentrate on your work, your priorities, and your growth as a person. It will help you manage toxic situations and deal with negative people with strength and calmness. So don't let toxic people destroy your happiness or peace of mind, but keep your focus on what's really important to you and what you can control. In this way, we can manage any negativity with grace and resilience, ensuring that their toxicity does not affect our well-being.